And welcome to this short video about the Year 4 Multiplication Tables Check, which will be happening in June 2022. The Multiplication Tables Check is an assessment that will be taken by Key Stage 2 pupils towards the end of their academic year in Year 4. It will take place sometime in June. It was supposed to take place for its first official year in 2020, but it has been pushed back due to the pandemic. Its main purpose is to ensure that children manage to reach an expected standard in their times table knowledge before they start Year 5, to help them progress in many different areas in their maths learning. This Year 4 times table test is taken online. When taking the Year 4 MTC, pupils will be asked 25 questions on their times tables, ranging from their 2 times tables to their 12 times tables. For each question, children are given a set time limit of 6 seconds with which to answer, and are also given a short rest period of 3 seconds between each question.
I think it's a really good idea.
The Multiplication Tables Check is the first digital statutory assessment designed for pupils in England. Announced by the Department for Education in 2016, the check is intended to support teachers in ensuring that all children know their times tables by the end of primary school. Schools across the country will be required to administer the check for the first time in June 2020. The check will assess whether Year 4 pupils can recall their times tables to 12 fluently in a series of 25 questions, and will take most children no longer than 5 minutes to complete. It has been developed working with over 2,500 primary schools throughout England. This has included extensive user research and trialling involving over 14,000 pupils over the last 3 years. Once the check becomes statutory, schools will be required to report the results to parents or carers. From the results, schools will be able to identify those pupils who may need more support with their times tables. They will also be able to determine how their pupils' performance compares to national and local authority-wide averages and identify any areas for improvement.
The team that put this together done a very good job.
It's more exciting because it's on a computer.
I thought it was quite fun because it was a bit different to all of the other checks or quizzes that we do, because you actually get to go on the device.
It was fun because we don't usually get to go on devices, and we got to go on devices this time.
I think the kids in school will like it.
I'm going to tell all my friends.
What will the check involve? The MTC will be completed on either a laptop or an iPad. It will be completed at school. It will take place in June, and we will confirm the exact dates nearer the time. It will consist of 25 multiplication questions, which range from the 2 times table to the 12 times table. There are 6 seconds to answer each question. There will be 3 practice questions before the test begins, and the children will be taking the check either in small groups or as a whole class. There is no pass mark, however, the average last year was 18 out of 25. How are we preparing the children? The children have time to practice on Maths Frame and Times Table Rockstars. They are chanting the complete sum, not just the sequence, i.e. 2 times 2 is 4, not just 2, 4, 6. Playing recall games with dice, exploring patterns within each times table, i.e. the 9s when the 10s go up and the 1s go down. At school we use Times Table Rockstars. The sound check game on Times Table Rockstars emulates the MTC. The children have to press enter on the number pad to submit the answer and start the timer for the next questions. If you forget to press enter, your answer will automatically be submitted after 6 seconds. We advise the children not to press enter too quickly and give themselves the full 6 seconds to consider their answer. The children will practice playing in this format at school. So, what can you do to help your child? daily practice of times tables, using Times Table Rockstar, games such as Sound Check, Hit the Button and Top Marks. There is also an MTC simulator which has been created by MathShed, which you can play on the link shown on screen. Any other forms of times table practice. Put times table calculations on the fridge, somewhere visible to the children. Must recall the times tables when they're going up and down the stairs or when walking somewhere. Times table placemats at meal times. And putting times table problems into everyday life, i.e. we have 6 packets of 4 yogurts. How many yogurts do we have in total?